Hopeful Kitchen. It's Make It Monday, and today I'm doing a remake of my feta slaw. Now, we know that a slaw is basically cabbage salad, right? So it's shredded cabbage with a dressing, and the inspiration for this slaw came from a place called Zoe's Kitchen. And they have this thing called a protein plate, and it's basically this slaw with grilled chicken on top, and it was great. I loved it, but I loved the slaw the best. But there were some problems. It has a lot of oil. It's like drowning in oil. Because you either have, with the slaw, you have a mayonnaise base or you have a vinegar based slaw. And if you have a vinegar based slaw, you usually have oil in it too. But it was drowning in oil, and it has feta cheese. Now, I have suffered through years of cheese. I love cheese. I might have a problem. I love it. But it don't love me. And I don't like being in a relationship where I am just giving all the love and they're not loving me back. So you giving me itchy throat and mucus, I don't want that. Like, I have to break up with you. So I had to break up with cheese. Finally, I was just like, I surrender all the cheese. It ain't worth it. I would always say, this brie is worth it. It ain't worth it. Anyways, so I said, well, I can't just take the feta out of the slaw, because that's a big part of the slaw, and that's what gives it its right? So I found online some ways to make feta that's dairy free, but I also want soy free. I'm not digging soy that much. So they had some with chickpea flour, and I was like, that's interesting. I could make that, but I don't want to. I'm a homeschool mom of 3 kids. I don't have time right now to make my own chickpea flour feta cheese for feta slaw. So I found this though at Publix, and it's called Just Like Feta. And it doesn't have dairy, it doesn't have soy, it doesn't have lactose, so it doesn't have gluten. And what it does have is it uses potato starch and coconut oil. So this is my first time opening it. This is my first time looking at it. It's my first time using it. Oh, let me say, before I show you how to make the slaw, what you should be doing, the only cooked item in the slaw are these caramelized onions. Caramelized and a small onion. That's all I did. Essential though, because it gives it sweetness. It's just, it's good. So I would use about a half a block of feta cheese. So I'm going to use about a half a block of this, just like feta cheese. Okay, let me move y'all over. All right, let's see. Well, it looks like feta. It feels like feta. It's really firm. A lot of fake fetas are made with soy tofu, right? This is not made with tofu. That is so weird. It smells like feta. Get out of here. Just like feta. I'll be the judge of that. I'm not going to taste you by yourself because I'm just going to taste you in the slaw. So here I have a package of slaw mix. Now, if you want to shred your own cabbage and your own carrots and your own purple cabbage, then have a day of it. But I bought a package of shredded slaw. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna put my caramelized onion in, dump, dump, dump. And so easy, half a cup of, I'm gonna mix this up first. A half a cup of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Not a half a cup, I am sorry. Scratch that. A 1/4 of a cup. The old recipe was a half a cup. I'm halving it. Let's see what happens. A 1/4 of a cup of olive oil and a 1/4 of a cup of red wine vinegar. I'm gonna pop that top because I don't have time to wait on that thing. There we go. I'm just gonna whisk that up a little bit before I pop them in there. Y'all get friendly. And I'm sitting here as I make it, I'm thinking of all these things that you can add to it, like dill and Dijon. apple, I don't know, nuts. Anyways, I'm just gonna make my regular, just stick with it, honey. The regular stuff. Do what you know, girl. Then the feta. So I'm gonna use about a half of this block. And just hopefully it'll crumble up. Like I said, I've never used it before. So let's see if he crumbles. You know, just like feta. Never used you before, but I'm feeling pretty optimistic right now. It's a little more moisture than feta. Feta's a little bit more drier. This feels more like a goat cheese consistency. A little drier than goat cheese consistency. So not straight up feta, like the consistency of feta. But we're gonna see. We're gonna try it, we're gonna see. And then I'm gonna mix it all up. I'm put a little salt in there. Not a lot. I don't know how much salt this has in it. I might check that out. I'm gonna give my hands a rinse. This looks good. I'm gonna toss in. Let's see what salt content is. That's fine. A little salt. And a little toss. Get that dressing worked in there. Get those onions dispersed. I'm just throwing slaw up everywhere. I mean, really. I'm worse than one of my children cooking. Which they do all the time. I tell you what, if you're having a problem with your kids eating stuff, get them in there to make it. And they are so much more apt to eating it when they know that they had a hand in it. They're so proud of what they do, right? It's already starting to wilt down a little bit. That vinegar breaking down stuff. I'm gonna put some pepper on there too, but we're gonna wait. And then top it with some scallions. I have about 3 scallions here. That's it. Now, the thing with this salad, you wanna make it hours in advance because you just wanna sit it in the fridge and let it just set and absorb all those flavors. I'm gonna give it a quick taste just because I'm curious. What's the deal with this just like feta? Let me make sure I get a just like feta piece. Okay. Lord bless this food, please. Help the just like feta taste just like feta. It'll do. It's not quite as sharp and tangy as feta, but you can taste feta notes for sure. That'll do. That will do. And I bet it will taste better the longer I put it in the fridge. I mean, I know it will. I've done this before. That is good, y'all. All right. Give the new feta recipe a try. Dairy-free. Dairy-free. No, for me. Okay, I hope you have a good day. Thank you for coming to my hopeful kitchen. Thank you for watching us make this feta, or just like feta, slaw. That's the new name, just like feta slaw. All right, see y'all. Y'all have a good week. Bye.